Hello, it's Poverty Point Customs here. Just doing a review on my 24 horsepower Yard Machines lawn tractor. It's made by MTD. I've had this tractor for approximately 9 years now. I posted a video on this tractor about 7 years ago, so I was just doing an update to let everybody know how it's running. I use it to mow my yard, which is a little over an acre, so it's mows quite a few times the year. I mow usually every week or so. And I also have a 48-inch blade I put on the front of it there for the winter time. And I have some tire chains in the back, and as well I have put some weights on the back. I actually just use a milk crate with a whole bunch of just regular bricks in the back there. Probably adds about another 60 pounds or so, but certainly helps out. So the motor, it's a 24 horsepower Enduro XL overhead valve. It's made by Tecumseh. The only issues I've had so far with this motor is it seems to be leaking a little bit of oil from around the heads of the motor on both sides. So usually I get some little bit of oil on the upper part of the frame there, and I usually clean it off. It's not leaking to the point where I feel I want to put big bucks into getting it fixed, as it's probably only adding about 2 liters over the year. It's more of just a nuisance, but I check it every time. I usually run Supreme fuel in it, and I certainly feel that that makes a big difference. Other issues I've had is I've had to replace this starter. That's a new one that I actually purchased off Amazon in Canada. I believe it was around $160 shipped, so they certainly aren't cheap for the size of them. And I've put new plugs in it. I change the oil usually once or twice a year. And I also change the oil filter every time I change the oil. And the filter that I use, I get at CarQuest. I usually buy a bunch of them at a time. And that's the model there, and they're $239 Canadian. Again, I get those at CarQuest there. And it's just a screw-on oil filter. Underneath the mower deck, I've actually had to replace this pulley here, as well as that one. That's the one that the blade attaches to. I bought this one locally at Halifax Seed, and I believe that was around $50. That one there on Amazon, I believe it was around $65, $70, so they certainly aren't cheap. And I've also had to replace that belt, which I actually bought again at Halifax Seed. That was close to $100. Wish I had known the part number, and I would have ordered it off Amazon, got it quite a bit cheaper. Another thing over the years, it seems like I have to replace the batteries about every 2 years again. I run this in the winter time too for plowing my driveway. Yeah, it's just a small regular lawn tractor battery. I believe that one was $59 plus tax at Canadian Tire. Other than that though, you know, it's obviously maintenance items. The tires are holding up. There's still lots of tread on them. They all hold air. It's in great shape. I usually wash it and wax it several times a year. You know, and I'm pretty proud of it, having it for 9 years, and it's still nice and shiny and in good shape. Down the road, if I get another one, I'd probably like to move up to a 26 horsepower. That way it's a little heavier for plowing. Not at the point where I can certainly afford a Kubota. Who knows, maybe down the road I'll look into one of those. And again, there it's got high and low gears for forward and reverse, and it's a automatic, which I would never buy a tractor that isn't an automatic. Another issue I ran into is the hour meter works, but this should have a couple hundred hours on it, and I believe right now it is showing That's the battery voltage. Right now it's showing 37.7 hours. I wish it had that, but I would probably add about 200 to 300 on top of that. Anyways, just a little update. I'll probably put another video out in the fall once I get the plow on, so you can see what that looks like. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, certainly send them my way, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. And again, if you like the video, if you'd like to subscribe, and I'll try to do some more videos there. This is just a quick little glimpse of the yard. You can't see the other side of the property, but it's certainly a good size there, and you know, so far, knock on wood, it's been pretty minor things that have gone wrong with the MTD tractor, but you know, for 9 years old, working spring, summer, fall, and winter, it's certainly holding up. Thanks again. Have a good day.